What's going on, WWE Universe, Retro Bros audience? How y'all doing? Welcome to Retro RawDown episode Perfect 10. I'm Matt, I'm in the house, and well, not so sure. I'm looking over here, and we may have a little someone on my side tonight, bros. That's right. Let's just say this. Guess who's back? Back again. CJ's back. Tell a friend.
What
Guess
is
who's back? Guess
you?
who's back? Back again. CJ's in the
back.
house. What's up?
He's back. I'm back. What
That's
did
right, you are.
back with another banger? And yes, I'm back after a 2 week, or was it
Too
2 or 3
freaking
weeks?
long, bro.
It's been way too long. I'm
Yeah.
back. And hey, guess what I got with me?
Oh, yummy.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Support
Yes.
us.
Facts.
Yes.
Sponsor your favorite YouTube channel. Sponsor your
That's
favorite
right.
YouTube channel. I want to thank Matt for picking up the slack where Frank and I have been kind of leaving off. I'm trying to get Frank to do the invasion.
Invasion. Yeah.
We're scheduled to do that next. I don't know when it's going to happen. I can't
Mhm.
get Frank to give me a date, and the date that he gives, he doesn't do. But we'll get to that. We'll get there. I promise you, folks.
Yeah.
We will get there. Hey, I want to thank every single one of you that has ever
Right.
watched our video. We have over 4,000 views on this channel. 4,000 views, and that's all because of you. Thank you all very, very much. Hang on.
Thank you.
Good job. Yes. Thank you to everybody
Thank
watching.
you.
And hey, we got
Yes.
10 or we are 10 subscribers away from hitting that 100 subscriber mark. Hey,
That's right.
tell your friends about your favorite YouTube channel, the Retro Bros Podcast. You know
That's
we're
right.
your favorite channel. You know we
That's
are.
right.
Uh,
Now we're on perfect 10 now, Retro Rawdown. So we perfect 10 more subscribers. We're at that 100 subscriber mark. We will do it, and we will do it all thanks to you all, because you are the best fans out there. And once again, we say thank you.
Jimmy
Oh, we
Visser,
have a chatter here.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Much love.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. How you doing?
Yeah, Jeremy's cool.
How you doing, Jeremy?
Jeremy comes from Bakery Music's YouTube channel. He's a fan of his, and Shrug has been on our channel numerous times. And Jeremy Visser
Nice.
and he's a friend of the
Nice.
show too. So Jeremy, shout out to
Excellent.
you, buddy. Thank you for the
So,
thank you. Hey, we're here this week to review Raw and SmackDown. Quite a bit going on in the WWE. Actually, right now, as of we are recording, Saturday, October 22nd, 2022, 10/22/22. Right now, we got NXT Halloween Havoc
That's right.
taking place.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty much at the tail end now. It started, I believe, it started around 8 p.m. Bianca time, EST time, as far as I know.
oh yeah, but they got a couple more matches to go. I mean, we got Mandy Rose versus Alba Fire still to come, and we got Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough. Or McDonough. I don't know how you say that. Rebecca.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin. Hey, Beck, how you doing? Big time Becks. That's my cousin.
Oh,
Rebecca, this is my bro CJ.
CJ,
Thank you
nice
for
to meet
coming
you.
on, honey. That's my cousin there, CJ. That's
Shout
my
out
cousin
to
from
you.
Montreal, baby. Montreal, right here,
Everybody's
baby. Represent.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hey.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, like I said, we're here tonight to review Raw and SmackDown from this past week, and I'm looking forward to this show because this week was full of interesting twists and turns.
Yeah, to say the very least. And you mentioned NXT before. There was at least 4 different Raw or SmackDown superstars that made the move down to NXT, and I'll bring those up. Like in between the Raw and SmackDown reviews as we go along. No
Yeah.
doubt. Some
I
big
got
names went down to NXT. Yeah.
yeah, I got this annoying little pesky fly in my room, so I'm gonna be
Swapping.
well, hey, I got this thing.
There you go.
So if he wants to
Yeah.
smoke, come on, Mr. Fly.
Yeah. He wants to smoke. He wants to be a street prophet. No problem.
I'm
That's my
going
Seth Rollins That's my Seth Rollins laugh right there. I love him. I love Seth freaking Rollins. Not just Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins.
Rebecca says hello from your 514 family.
That's right, 514. That's the area code in Montreal. Yeah, and of course we all know Montreal as home of the you know what. You
Rebecca,
know what, right? What are you, Seth Rollins? Yeah, I'm Seth Rollins. I'm Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
You have a Halloween costume picked out?
Me? No, I don't even think I'll do anything this year. But last year or a couple of years ago, I did. I actually did like a Bret Hart look. I had the shades, I had a jacket, and I had everything. But no picture. But I have
Right.
done WWE looks in the past.
Your
Yeah.
famous screw job in '97. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. 25. It's almost 25 years ago to the day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, you know what, CJ? I would give a suggestion now that I think of it. You and Frank could do like a review of the '97 Survivor Series. Yeah, that wouldn't be a
Maybe,
bad idea.
maybe I'll do a
Because
watch.
you guys are more the Attitude Era guys,
Yeah.
So that's right up your alley there.
Attitude aggression slash or attitude era slash ruthless aggression era. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I'm a bit more old school. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you who you should go as for Halloween. But before I tell you, I promise I'm going to say this with no disrespect. It's going to come out really disrespectful. I'm telling you now. You are
All
not
right.
going to like this. So I promise.
Go on.
This is not coming from a mean place.
All right.
I don't
know
mean
you're
this.
cool. Go on.
You should go as Otis for Halloween.
Thank you.
There you
I
go.
don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I did not mean that in an insulting way at all.
No, that's fine. I take that well from you because you're cool.
Okay,
You're
thank
cool.
you very much.
I get it.
I had to
It's all
preface that because if I just said you should go as Otis for Halloween, that makes me look like an a-hole.
Well, let's face it, I do act like a tree trunk sometimes, so or I can be as dumb as one, so whatever. I don't care.
On Rush for RawDown for next week Saturday, we're still doing the show. The show is still going to go on, no problem. I am not sure how much Raw I'm going to get to watch.
Okay.
Because on Monday I'm going up to Black Hawk, which is a bunch of casinos up there, and I'm going to go up with my uncle. We're going to play a little bit. We're gonna
nice.
Have some food, and then we'll be back down for Raw. But we may miss a few minutes of it. But Jimmy Visser says, I've been watching 97 and 98 WWE television. I usually pick a year and then just watch all the television programs from that year. Hey, that's a good idea, Jeremy. I like that idea, man.
Well, I'm like that. I'm like that too. I'm a bit more choosy when it comes to like specific programming that I watch from, let's say, like classic WWE, WWF, whatever you want to call it. So just to give a plug on other shows that at least I do here on the Retro Bros channel, and we mentioned our fellow podcaster Frank. We do pay-per-view reviews on more the new generation era pay-per-views. So like specifically between like the years 92 and 96, because that's when I was watching more often, and that's when I was the most interested. So please feel free to check out our past reviews. And as a matter of fact, another plug, if I may, in about a couple of weeks or so, Frank and I are going to add our newest review, which will be the Survivor Series of 1992. Sort of like getting into the Survivor Series season, like pretty much after Crown Jewel in a couple of weeks, it'll be pretty much into Survivor Series season. So again, with the '97 that you and Frank can do, that'll tie right in,
Yeah.
right
And
there.
Jeremy, you actually picked a really good timeline between 97 and 98 to watch
Hmm.
wrestling. You get to watch WWF
Yeah,
programming because WWF was really hot in 97, 98. And then the rise of
yes,
Stone Cold. You had the rise of The Rock. You had the rise of the stupid
DX.
fly. Well, no, it's stupid fly. This fly was right.
Yeah.
I had him
Hmm.
right here. And anyway, no, yeah, the rise of DX. Absolutely, DX.
Right.
Uh,
That's right.
and also, I mean, you had Mankind also and The Undertaker. I mean, they're famous Hell in a
Hmm.
Cell. So you picked a really good
Yep.
time, 87, 98, to watch. I would also, if I may make a recommendation, I said that right? May make a
Yeah.
I would strongly recommend you watch uh the current product, like what we're in now, because it's
Yeah.
really, really, really great now. I mean, it's got its flaws. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Hmm.
you got things like little subtle things that are really like in the background. Like if you're not watching the background, paying attention, you're gonna miss it later on
Yeah.
in the storyline when it comes to fruition. But
In
anyway,
other words, in other words, if you blink your eye, you'll miss like at least two or three amazing moves. And
no,
for
no, no,
any
no,
for
no,
anyone
no.
for anyone who's new here, that's what I've been doing the past few weeks. Like I would even pinpoint certain moves and match points throughout each match, and you turn your back for a second and you miss an amazing move. So definitely the superstars of today are very well matched up with like what I said before, what I'm into more, and
Yeah,
that's the old school. So
but I
a
don't
lot of
mean. I mean, like
yeah.
subtle things. Like let's say there's an interview going on in the background.
Hmm.
We'll see security guard running around after
Yeah,
somebody. Like that
yeah.
means something in storyline.
Hmm.
Or they had a segment like they had like a backstage segment, and in the back of that segment, like in the background of that segment, you could see Nikki Ash taking off her mask and throwing it on the ground. So
Yeah,
things like that, you know.
that's right. That's right. Or like what was going on with the Miz and Dexter.
Right.
When the Miz would have an interview and you would see Dexter looming in the background, and for what it's worth, uh, if I can't remember honestly if I brought this up my last podcast, but I was very disappointed that the Miz and Dexter match from last week didn't happen, because for the record, what happened was Dexter was coming down to the ring for the match, but the Miz attacked him from behind with a chair. So that match didn't end up happening. But I would have liked to see, whether
Just
this Dexter
yeah,
had any
yeah,
decent wrestling skills or what, but we'll never know, or at least
thanks
not
for
for a
it.
while.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Mister says 97 to 2000 was the height of my fandom. I've never gone fully away from it. I keep I keep abreast of the current. I think he means to keep ahead of the current storyline, but I don't watch week to week. I will watch a premium live event if I have Peacock.
Mhm. You got him.
I think. I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe I got it.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Wow. So it looks like Jeremy here also calls them premium live events, but I still
they're
that's
pay
the old school in me. I still stick to pay-per-views.
what they are. They're pay per views.
Pay-per-views. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you.
if you're new to this channel, do all of us do all of us a favor.
That's right.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading new content weekly.
That's
You're
right.
gonna get some new content from me this week. I'm gonna be I'm doing a couple of reactions this week actually to a new YouTube channel named Mr. Ballin, who tells true life like horror stories.
Neat.
And just an example, now I'll give one real quick. He
Sure.
told the story of this this guy. Uh, um, no, I won't tell that one. I'll tell this. He tells the story of this family, and they moved to uh, a house on a farm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the farm, so you had the house, and then behind the house, you had a garage, and
Mm-hmm.
then farther out from the garage was just like that's where there was like a forest of trees. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and so one day, and his family moved in, and the husband,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy says they are,
And
but premium live event does make more marketing sense. But you're right,
but you're
Peter.
right, Beaver Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call them what you will. Yeah.
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 Anyway, this family, the dad had a bunch of guns. Okay, had a whole bunch of guns, and the mom and the wife tells him, "Hey, you're not bringing those guns into this house. You're going to put them in the
Mm-hmm.
garage. Okay, you're putting them in the garage, right?" So he's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, fine. I'll put them in the garage. Whatever."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At night, like they always did, this couple,
Mm-hmm.
they were on the back patio, and they were drinking coffee,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And just talking about whatever. And suddenly the wife looks out into the forest, and she can see these like eyes
Mm-hmm.
looking back at her,
Ooh,
right?
scary. Mm-hmm.
Facts, right? They're
Yeah.
looking right back at her.
Wow.
And
Sounds scary. Mm.
right, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what was that?" And the husband looks in the forest. He didn't see anything. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly she's like, "Look right there!" And he looks and he sees these eyes. And he's like, "Okay, let's go back in the house." Right?
And this is a movie you're talking about, right?
Oh no, no, this is not a movie. This is a story, a real life story
Oh.
that actually
Oh, I
happened.
see. Oh, okay. Wow.
It's like a real life story that happened.
Oh my
And
God.
um,
Wow. Sounds
when
scary.
they go back in the house, and the thing with the two eyes, that's
Mm-hmm.
just it starts following them into it follows them, right? Starts
Mm-hmm.
walking towards them as they're going inside.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is they go inside, they lock all of the doors, they lock all
Mm-hmm.
the windows, they
Yeah.
they, they shut all the lights off and everything. And the mom wakes up her daughter, and she's like, "Hey, you gotta come check this out, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Open, and so she wakes up her daughter. The daughter, they open up the blinds to the window, and those eyes are a lot closer now,
Ooh.
right?
Wow.
She's like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh my god," right?
Damn.
And
Uh-huh.
so she's like, "Okay, so she's like, quick, close the blinds. We didn't see anything. Close the blinds, right?"
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they're scared because now they can hear this animal or this pack of animals, and
Yeah.
they're trying to get into the house now. All the doors
Uh-huh.
are locked, the windows are locked, and the
Mhm.
animals are like scratching at the door, trying to get in. You got
Yeesh.
animals climbing up on the roof, trying to get
Wow.
in that way. You got them
Wow.
burrowing underneath the house, trying to go that way.
Mhm.
And the family in the house, they're freaked out. They're like, "What
Yeah.
do we do? What do we
Sure.
do?" And so they
Mhm.
call the cops, right?
Yeah.
They call the
Yeah.
cops, and the cops are
Mhm.
like, "There's nothing we can do for you. I'm really sorry."
Great.
So
God.
we're just
Crazy.
just ride out the night and da da da
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wait
That's
for
scary.
them. So they were on their own, basically, the family, and
Mhm.
these animals are trying to get in, and then all of a sudden it goes quiet for a little
Mhm.
bit. And so they
Yeah.
peek out the window, and those animals are right there at the window. And so
God.
they shut the blinds again, and they're like, "Oh crap, we're screwed." So they just waited out the so the dad tried to go get one of his guns. I think he actually did succeed in getting one of his guns from the garage.
Mhm.
Came back into the house and all that stuff. And so they're sitting in the family room listening to all the ruckus with all the animals trying to get in the house,
Mhm.
and the dad's just sitting there with a gun, like, yeah, come on in, buff. Like, come on in.
Yeesh.
I'll blast you if you try to come in. But anyway,
Oh God.
so they waited out until morning, and then at morning, all those animals just kind of scurried back into the forest.
Hmm.
And the family
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
family quickly decided after that, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Time
Yeah.
to time to move.
Wow.
So they moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly,
My God.
yeah, yeah.
That
So you
sounds like what a lot of families are going through around here. I mean, we see like so many animal sightings have been reported in my area lately, and you really got to watch your step. You can run into
have I ever told you my story of outdoor ed?
uh I don't think so, but
So
yeah, go.
outdoor ed, I don't know if you even know what outdoor education is. I don't know if they have that in Canada, but it's
Outdoor education. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily in a classroom, but it makes sense.
outdoor education. So outdoor ed for me was my sixth grade. They took everybody in my sixth grade class out to the mountains for like a week.
Oh, that
That was
sounds
outdoor
nice. Hmm.
ed. Okay. It
Hmm.
sounds nice. I'm not an outdoor person.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm an indoor guy. So this was hell for
Hmm.
me.
Yeah.
So so anyway, so
Yeah.
they took all of us up to, and this is mandatory. This is not optional. So I didn't have any
Oh,
choice. It counted
okay.
for your grade. So
Hmm.
I take all of us up there to the mountains, and it's hell. And I
Hmm.
think it was like the third night that we were there, and all of a sudden, all the teachers come into my cabin, right?
Hmm.
They tell us, guys, we don't want to scare you or anything. However, we had to tell you there's been a bear sighting.
Hmm.
So what we need you guys to do
Hmm.
is keep calm, relax, and keep
Hmm.
quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're like, what? We're freaked out now at this point. A bear sighting
Hmm.
on our campus ground. We're like, oh no. So we're
Hmm.
freaking out.
Hmm.
And I should tell you this part. Our school mascot was the grizzly bear. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So that kind of makes the story a little bit funnier, but not really, because
Hmm.
uh, so we're freaking out, like, oh god, there's been a bear sighting, right? And
God.
all of a sudden, the door pops open, and there's a big grizzly bear standing on its back
Woo!
feet.
My God.
I swear to you, I started crying like a little schoolgirl. I'm like,
Oh my God. Yeah,
oh.
I'd be too. Holy crap.
Right?
Jeez.
And the freaking staff is over here is like all the teachers are over here cracking up, laughing, turning on all
Uh,
the lights, like, we got you. At
too
close
much.
glance, once you looked at the bear,
Hmm.
it's somebody in our mascot suit.
Damn. That sucks.
Wasn't a
Well, a
real bear.
trick.
But
Oh my
where it
God.
gets crazy. Here's where it gets even crazier. They
Mhm.
scared one kid so bad he had a
Mhm.
freaking seizure.
Oh no.
Yes,
That's too much
and
already.
that so this kid. So once they said, "Hey, prank's over," whatever. They
Mhm.
were looking for the kid, and they found him by his bed, and he's shriveled up in a ball like this. And,
Oh no.
and blood's coming out of his mouth. Yeah,
Jeez.
because like I
Oh
think he
my
bit his tongue.
God.
Yeah, his tongue.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
was scared. So now imagine having to explain that to the parents.
Oh my God. I can't even put words into it. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
imagine
too
having.
much.
So we played a prank on your kids, on all the kids.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
grizzly bear prank on all the kids, and
Hmm.
your kid had the worst reaction. He had a
No,
seizure.
that's not right at all. I
So
mean, it's that makes me think of a story I heard on my local news. There was this teacher. She was she was like in her class. It was either a kindergarten or a grade one class, and she was wearing like the mask from Scream, right? Or it looked like very similar to the mask from Scream, and she was trying to play around with her kids, but a lot of the parents saw the uh, the video or what was made of it, and a lot of the parents accused this teacher of child abuse. There was even one kid who had trouble getting to sleep that night. The poor kid was having nightmares because he saw this character that looked way out of context, if you will, and just wasn't right for the teacher to do that. So as far as I
Yeah.
know, this teacher was at least suspended, or at least for at least a couple of weeks or so. But that was crazy. That was too much.
I got a
Yeah,
substitute teacher fired.
yeah,
Have I
yeah.
have I told you that story?
Uh, no, I don't think so. No.
So before I go into this story, I'm going to make the story real quick, and then we'll get into the results.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
Yeah,
you see my pinky, correct?
yeah, yeah. I know.
Look how it's right, and if I
Mhm,
lay it down flat, you can see that it's
mhm.
crooked.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
it's crooked,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
control how this thing looks.
Mhm.
Okay,
I feel
no
so
one
bad
does,
for you, man.
huh?
I really do. I really feel bad for you for that.
No, no,
That
because it doesn't
sucks.
hurt. Doesn't even affect me really. Okay,
Okay.
has no
Yeah.
effect on my everyday life.
Attaboy.
Done by a bee when I was a little kid. That's why my pinky is
Mhm.
like this, right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I was in biology class one day, and
Mhm.
some kids they noticed the pinky, and they asked me
Mhm.
about it. They weren't making fun. They weren't like, "What the fuck is wrong with your pinky, dude?" They were just like, "Yo, your
As long
pinky."
as they weren't teasing you or anything,
No,
that's
no,
good.
no. They weren't mean. They weren't roasting. They were like,
Good.
"Yo, what's up with your pinky, bro?" I'm like, "Oh, got stung by a bee when I was a kid." They're like, "Oh, okay."
There
Right?
you go.
I just put the hand down, didn't even think anything of it. And this substitute teacher comes by and she sees this, right? She's like,
Mhm.
"Stop that right now." And I'm like,
Oh, come on.
"Stop what?
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing."
Yeah.
"You're doing that with your pinky on purpose to gross me out, and you need to stop." I'm like,
Oh, fuck her.
I'm
Wow.
not. I'm not doing this on purpose. I promise you.
Yeah. She
That's
doesn't know. What the fuck? Yeah.
and this is the outcome. It's crooked. It
Oh
doesn't
my
hurt.
god.
She's like, "No, you're lying now. You can't help
Yeah.
it. And if you don't stop doing that, I'm going to send you to the principal's office." And then walks
Yeah.
away. Comes back
Let
about
her live with your condition. Fuck
right.
her.
Walk.
What the
So
hell?
she walks away. It
Yeah.
comes back about 5 minutes later. Sees my pinky still the same way because
Mhm.
again,
Mhm.
can't control it. And
Mhm. Right.
she's like, "Go now, out." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Go to the dean's office. I will deal with you after class." So I'm like,
Shit.
"Okay, whatever." And
Okay.
I'll admit that year I was a pretty notorious bad kid. Okay, I was in the dean's quite a bit,
Mhm.
but this was the stupidest reason to be in the dean's office.
Yeah, that's right. They don't know your condition. They
Yeah.
can't say
But
nothing.
go to the dean's office now.
Yeah.
And I sit in the chair, and the dean calls me in. She's like, "Christian, what are you in here for now?" Right? And I'm like, "My pinky." And she's like, "Okay, what about your pinky? What'd you do with it?" "It's crooked." "Yes, I see that." "You know I can't control this, right?" She's like, "Yes, I am well aware that you can't control this." "Okay, thank you. Could you please tell the substitute teacher in my biology class because she seems to think I'm lying about it." And
Mhm.
the dean looks at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I'm here because that teacher thinks I'm lying to her about controlling my pinky. She thinks I'm doing it to
Jesus.
gross her out." And the dean
That's
looks at
not
me.
right.
The dean looked at me like I had turds hanging in my mouth, right? And
Mhm.
she's
Yeah.
like, "Are you being serious?" "Yeah."
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's the deal, Christian.
Mhm.
You can go to the student center, which was the cafeteria.
Mhm.
You can go to the library. You can even go to the Meester lab. You can go to any of the, or you could stay here and play on your phone. I really don't care.
Mhm.
You are not going back to that class
Oh
for
God.
the rest of the period. I'm like,
Wow.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
That same hour, that same class period, they called
Mm-hmm.
that substitute teacher in and
Mm-hmm.
they fired her.
Good. Good.
She
Right.
was
She was a she
so
was a dick to say the least. My God. All
God,
right. All
shit.
right. Yeah. Because
Hey,
again, they don't know your condition and had absolutely no right. You had no idea what was going on. So it's too bad. It's too bad though. You couldn't raise another finger towards this teacher.
that
That would have taken it too far. But you're already in trouble. So whatever.
another time, another time, my mom came in to pick me up from school one day, and I saw her in the halls, and I saw her in the hall waiting because I was waiting for her, and I was talking to one of the campus supervisors, and my mom walked in, she waved hi, I waved hi to her, and the campus supervisor asked me, he's like, "Yo, who is that?" I'm like, "That's my mom, dude." And he's like,
Mhm.
"No, she's not. There's no way she's your mom." I'm like,
Oh my God.
"Yes, she is." And
Do they know what the hell?
he's
You
like,
know who your own mother
he's
is. I
like,
mean, come
he's
on.
like, "There's no way you're bullshitting me, right?" Well, I was a known jokester, liar, whatever, back in then.
Ah,
So he's like,
uh-huh.
"There's no way that's your mom, bro." I'm like, "It is my mom. I
Yeah,
promise you, it's my mom." Right? He goes,
yeah.
"Yeah, you're lying. Go to the custodial office. You got lunch detention for lying." I'm like, "Are
I
you?"
don't believe.
Yeah. Am I?
Come
I'm not going to get a I'm not going to do your lunch detail because I'm not lying. He goes, "Go now." And that's when my mom walked up, and she goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, ready?" Like, yeah. And she goes, "I really am his mother, by the way." And
Mm,
chat, and the dude looked at me. Campus supervisor looked at me. He goes, "Yeah, forget the lunch detail."
man, too
Just
much. Too
it
much.
was
But
a funny story because if he knew, because Chad was always cool with me, so
yeah.
he thought I was joking. I joked around a lot like that, but hey, one thing we're
Mhm.
not joking around about. Let's get to these results.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do that. All
uh,
right.
as
Yeah.
I
You do. Yeah. CJ here will present the match results, and
yes,
if you want to give any thoughts, CJ, go ahead, and I'll give what I can from my notes here because I have quite a bit for each match. So yeah, go for it.
well, let's talk about the first one. So,
Hmm.
Good Brothers,
Yeah.
Gallus and Anderson, Luke Gallus, Carl Anderson, they
Hmm.
defeated the Alpha Academy.
That's
Uh,
right.
the good little, which was a nice little comeback match for Good Brothers.
Yes,
Uh,
it was.
Damage
Yeah.
Control defeated
Hmm.
Candice LeRae and Bianca Belair. This was a good
That's right.
match.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron Corbin defeated
That's
Dolph.
what he's called now.
This was
Ah.
way too long for my liking.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
Dominic Mysterio defeated AJ Styles, and Seth
Hmm.
Rollins to be a Matt Riddle to retain the United States title.
That's right. Okay, um, so with the first match here, the OC and the Alpha Academy, one of the first things I have here is that yeah, good for the Good Brothers are coming back, but personally, I would have liked to see, of course, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, team up with Gallows and Anderson against the Academy and Theory because it was either the week before this past or a couple weeks ago. Theory had come down with the Academy during one of their matches, and it was suggested that they might be called the A Town Academy or All Day Academy, something like that. So it would have been, if anything, it would have been a better off to be a six-man tag. And then one of the first moves I noticed was I wrote here impressive flying elbow off the ropes by Gallows. Now Gallows is a big guy, right? So you don't tend to see the bigger guys do like any kind of springboard off the ropes or anything like that. You tend to see that more from the high flyers, right? Like let's say Ricochet or Rey Mysterio for that matter. So to see a big guy like Gallows do a move like that is pretty amazing. And then also I have here. Oh yeah, thanks, CJ. Yeah, we're live. Come say hi. That's right. And then I have here after Otis was thrown into the steps. I noticed Gable just went on like it's like he didn't care to go outside the ring and see what was going on with Otis. So I found that interesting. And so then the OC delivers their magic killer move to Gable to pick up the win. And overall, I thought for the OC, they looked pretty good for their in ring return. No ring rust whatsoever. I mean, as far as I know, they were still wrestling, but maybe more like for maybe an independent circuit or I'm not so sure if maybe like even for Ring of Honor or TNA or even AEW for that matter. But they look pretty good for their in ring return. Okay, so the next match we had here is Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai against Candice LeRae and Bianca. Um, I mean I like I've always loved Bailey and even on commentary she's funny and she lets her voice heard so that's interesting and I don't know about you guys but I caught this little slip she called Io Sky Io Shirai and I caught
Oh,
that. Yeah, I
yeah.
caught that because when Damage Control first came or first formed back at SummerSlam, right? I still insisted on calling Sky Shirai, right? Because that's how I knew her at first. But as the weeks went on, I started getting used to calling her Io Sky, so I'm used to that by now. CJ, you have something to say? Go ahead.
I got nothing on this match. This matchup was good. Oh, Zach. Okay. Sorry,
Hmm.
I was trying to figure out who somebody was in the Discord. Um,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah.
Okay, I have a couple more things here. Let's
Actually, you know
see.
what? His name is Zach Irving. I know him. He's a good guy.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I've seen him in the chat. Yeah,
yeah.
I have more couple more things here. Yeah, there was.
The women's tag. I like that finisher that Io and Dakota did. That was a nice finisher.
Yeah, it was like a double slam. It was like a
Yeah.
double slam to Candace. Yeah, so that was very well done.
Hey, Pepsi.
And
Pepsi.
for yeah, Pepsi, we love you. Yeah, and for that matter, the team of Bianca and Candice did very well in terms of forming a team, and even Candice too. She was doing pretty well for herself.
You
Being
know,
mostly like more than Bianca was, so she did
I,
pretty well for herself.
I would also like to say Candice looks great for just having a baby recently. She looks
Oh
great.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Well, look at Becky. She was the same thing. When she came back after having her kid, she looked amazing. Don't forget all the workout these professional wrestlers do.
they, they,
Especially the women. What's her name too? Ronda Rousey. Ronda
they,
Rousey
they probably
recently had a baby too. You
who?
know, Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the ladies when I mean when it comes to their workout, they probably got to work out twice as hard after they have a baby because they got to
Mm-hmm.
take off
Yeah.
all that baby weight.
That's right. Yeah.
Shout,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to baby Quill. That's
Mm-hmm.
his name Quill. So
It's amazing, yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to the next matchup here with Corbin and Ziggler, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only saw this match in bits and pieces. But I like seeing JBL. I mean, JBL was always amazing
it
on
was great,
commentary. Yeah. So he's now called Mr. Baron Corbin now.
I guess.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Mister.
And for the record, too, with Corbin being on Raw now, of course, the week earlier, um, Mysterio was recruited onto SmackDown. So there was a little trade there, if you will.
I like
So
the idea. That's a nice way.
yeah, yeah, and it's it seems to be a much better idea than the draft. It goes
Yeah,
along instead of just having the one show with the draft.
just
You never know who to expect, so it's like right on the spot thing. You can once a superstar gets drafted, you can see them right away in a match, and that's a perfect example with Ray from last week. He was put into that fatal four way, right? So that worked out well, and again, there's no necessity for the draft, although it was a neat idea anyway. So but yeah, with the Ziggler and Corbin match, again Corbin looked pretty good from what I saw in his return. He hadn't been fighting for a little while, like ever at least ever since there was a couple of pay-per-views in between his last couple of matches. Of course, Ziggler kept his ground. You got the more big, powerful Corbin. And hi, Zach. How you doing? How you
Zach's in the
doing, Zach?
chat.
How you doing, Zach? Hmm. Zach
Hi,
Attack.
Zach. What's up, buddy? How you doing, bro?
I got a name for you, dude. Zach Attack. How do you like
Zach,
that?
there you
Zach
go.
Attack. You like that? All
I
right.
do. Hey,
Excellent.
Zach. For those that don't know, Zach was actually one of my very first co-hosts on this channel.
Nice.
Um, and then I made the stupid decision, and I dropped him, and I kept another guy named Chris P.S. Martin, and Chris wound up just blocking me and all that stuff without any warning. He was just like, "I'm done."
Mm.
Um, and
Oh, just watching Halloween Havoc. Nice.
so Zach, I apologize for dropping you instead of Chris, bro. That was my bad. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Um, lesson learned. But um, yeah, Zach is
He
good
says
TV.
he says he's watching Halloween Havoc. Hey, you know what? If you want to give a spoiler there, Zach, I wouldn't mind knowing what happened with the Braun Breaker match.
I could pull the results up for the show if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, maybe a little breeze through.
Um,
But we still
so
have a couple more Raw matches here. But yeah, if you want to breeze through the Halloween Havoc, sure.
Raw, let's talk about Raw and SmackDown, and then we'll do the NXT show.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah, so next here we have Time to Get Phenomenal. AJ Styles, of course, against
Yeah,
Dominic. I call him just Dominic, but oh, okay, all right. So I'm flying solo for a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we have AJ Styles here against Dominic. To me, not Dominic Mysterio, just Dominic. For the record, I still think they should drop the Mysterio name from Dominic because they're totally free of each other. So, you know, for the record, I just call him Dominic. Um, one of the things I noticed was, looking closely at all the members of the Judgment Day, including Dominic. Like they look like a family. You got Priest, who looks like pretty much like a father figure, and then you got Rhea Ripley, the mother, if you will, and then you got the two sons, Balor and Dominic. So it's they look like a family like right out of a horror movie or something, right? And then I have here one of the first moves I noticed, very impactful backbreaker by Styles. That shows his experience, and a move like a backbreaker can, there are times where a move like a neck breaker or a backbreaker can be botched, right? And you don't necessarily get the full impact of the move, right? So when you can deliver a move again, like a neck breaker or a back breaker, then that works out well. Good people, you don't like my and what I see of all was pretty good show. Yeah, yeah, okay, that's fine. No, I'll definitely welcome in your opinion there, Zach Attack. Yeah, say what you will. You're more than welcome. Okay. Yeah. I heard a point that Corey Graves gave out about both Styles and Dominic, that they were very mismatched in terms of experience, and no question, AJ is a full blown veteran, and Dominic is still starting out. He's already in his second into third year of being a competitor, but still definitely Styles' experience, I would say, overshadowed Dominic's pretty much still like a rookie status. Okay, and then also I have here, I wrote here, no question, Dominic is an overall better wrestler more than as basically being in the shadow of Ray. You know, I think ever since Ray went over to SmackDown, and then of course Dominic sticking on Raw as part of the Judgment Day, this gives Dominic a better chance to show off his skills, and for that matter, for Ray to make himself a much better competitor than what he already is, and not having to worry about the other, like whether one's worrying about the other or not. So that just makes them better competitors. And like Dominic in this match, he delivered the three amigos to Styles, and for that matter, I still find that kind of sickening because I mean, yeah, Dominic's being like the ass now, being member of the Judgment Day and still trying to mock Eddie Guerrero and his father. Oh, hello there, crafty author. Yes, happy Saturday to you, dude.
You know who that is, Nat?
Who is that?
That is Mama Retro. That's my
Mama
mama.
Retro. Hey, nice to meet you, dear. Hi there.
Yeah, that's my
I,
mom.
you
Crafty
know what, Mama Retro, I love your son. I love your son. He is more than awesome. Putting up with someone like me, putting up with a blabbermouth like me, and I don't know how he does it, but he is simply awesome. That's right.
Hey,
Nice to meet you too, honey. Yes,
that
definitely.
me feel really good. That
Yes,
thank you very much.
you are CJ.
How
Thank you. You got to say it right. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
right.
You know,
Thank you. Very good.
you do
Very
it
good.
much better than I do, but
Yeah. So Mama Retro, how you liking the show so far?
well, she just tuned in just briefly. I don't know if she's still watching,
Okay.
but
Very good. That's
I,
great. Okay, so another good move I mentioned in the or saw anyway in the Styles and Dominic matches I wrote here. Calf crusher attempt by Styles. Dominic breaks hold by grabbing the ropes, and even though this was done like near the middle of the ring, thanks to Dominic's height and his arm length, he was able to break the hold easily. Oh, thank you. He really likes you as well. I'm glad your show is going. My pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah, your son, Mama Retro, is more than awesome. And again, putting up with someone like me. Hey, Zack Attack, what you got there?
he said Dragunov almost won just now. Hit
Mm-hmm.
the torpedo Moscow on Braun.
Mm-hmm.
JD stopped the ref's hand before he could hit the three.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I like Braun Breaker. When
That
they
was great.
brought him up, a few months ago to oh, I can't recall which show it was, either Raw or SmackDown, but when they did, and I had found out who Braun Breaker was, right away I wanted to compare and see how much, or maybe how not so much, he was like his father and his uncle, the Steiners, right? So being the old school that I am, I
Over.
wanted to see Goldberg praised him. Yeah, so that's a good sign right there. So
Zach and Mama
I
Retro, make sure you subscribe to the channel, please.
yeah, Yeah,
Subscribe.
subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We're like we
Smash
said
us.
before, we're about 10 subscribers away from that 100 milestone. So you all come in and spread the word to your friends and family. We'll be there, and
Tell
we'll appreciate it very much.
channel right here.
Yes, the best, more than the best.
Back.
So then my last point about Styles and Dominic, as I read here, no big upset at all. Thanks, of course, to the outside interference from the Judgment Day. Dominic picks up the win. So to some, it may have been an upset because again, Dominic is still pretty much the upstart, even though he's already been competing for over a year. I still look at him as like a rookie, right? But defeating a veteran like Styles, right? But he couldn't have. Let's face it, he couldn't have done it without the Judgment Day. There's no question. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Good.
Unhit Dragon up. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Way to go, Braun. Yeah. Great.
Go, bro.
Unbreaker. I like him. Okay, now as I understand, the this Braun Breaker match was a title match. Eh? He's the NXT champion, right? Okay. So speaking of
Bro,
championship matches, yeah, go on.
hit the script, says Zach.
All right. So speaking of title matches, of course, the last match on Raw this past Monday was United States title match
About that.
with with Rollins defending against Riddle.
I just,
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, I love that they are making those titles relevant again. The U.S. title and the
Mhm.
Intercontinental Championship. They are
Yeah,
making them after
it's
being
about time.
seen for so long, and
Mhm.
now they're actually being used on pay-per-views and weekly shows. That's
That's
fantastic
right.
stuff. That's
That is
stuff that Triple H does that is really good. So
Yeah, that is fantastic because you would only see like U.S. title matches, or for that matter, Intercontinental title matches on pay-per-views, and not even
not
as
even
often as
interviews,
what we'd like. Yeah,
right?
and not as often as we'd like. But now, yeah, that's one of the many changes that Triple H has made ever since he's taken over. He's
Right.
giving the fans very much what they want. There's
Right.
no question. Yeah,
Roman's not going to be there every single week. You got to give him something.
yeah,
You know, that's what
yeah.
these titles are. They're
Mhm.
for every. They are there. They are. Let me try and say this again. Those championships are for the wrestlers that are there every single week.
That's right.
Perform for the
Mhm.
fans.
And
For the first.
speaking of Roman Reigns, I have to say this again. He is going to break Logan Paul in pieces at Crown Jewel.
Hey,
There is no question.
let's let's
Logan
rest.
Paul's going to be broken in pieces.
Let's say it right now. Let's give all of our condolences to the Logan or to the Paul family on the loss of their dear loved one.
Hmm. That's
But
right.
Jake,
But you know what, CJ, you mentioned condolences. There's a little, unfortunately, serious condolences we have to give out,
yeah.
and that's to the family and as to himself. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash,
Oh
also
yeah.
known as Diesel. He unfortunately lost his son this week, and as fans, Diesel was one of my favorite, definitely from the new generation era, and from myself, CJ, and all us fans, condolences to the Nash family. Definitely,
So serious.
there's no unimaginable feeling for a parent to lose a child. There's
Yeah.
no question.
Um.
Yeah.
Also, condolences out to Mandy Rose.
Mm.
She lost her brother.
Oh wow.
That's why she
Mm.
went on NXT for the past couple of weeks. She was mourning the death of her brother. Uh,
Interesting.
all right. So
Shout out to her family.
yeah.
But on happier notes here, so we'll get back to the U.S. title match here. One of the things I noticed in this match, was I found it kind of weird that Riddle right away went for the triangle submission. I mean, that's his. If that's not his signature move, it's his finishing move, or at least the floating Broton is, right? But you
Yeah.
don't go for a submission right at the beginning of the match. I mean, that threw me off, if anything. So I'm thinking, why is he doing this? I mean,
To
you
make you
know,
think
you
anything can happen. He might tap. Anything can happen.
yeah, you're right. Anything can happen, but still, it kind of threw me off.
Remember, McMahon always said it on Raw um,
In the
the
past, like
anything can happen on Raw. Take a look at this. Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was a good plug for a New Generation era. Yeah, you're right. Um, yeah, and to be honest, I found the fact that Elias sticking around during this match was a bit of a pain because yeah, he was doing his promo and everything, and Riddle shows up, but I mean, we knew the U.S. title match was coming up, but it was totally unnecessary for Elias to stick around, or was it Ezekiel? We don't know. That's what I kept saying to myself. I mean, I was pretty much kidding with myself anyway. I mean, it was Elias, okay?
I was going to say Ezekiel
Who
is
knows?
getting done and buried, and
That's fine by me. I mean, Elias is fun. His
I actually
walk
thought
with Elias thing is funny.
I thought for a split second, well, he's hanging out for Riddle's match. He's going to turn heel, especially because he
Mm.
said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll play someday for sure, Riddle."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's a
that's a
good
heel
point
turn.
too.
There's a heel turn
Yeah, I
for
thought for sure. I thought for sure when I think Riddle was stepping out of the ring with his bongos there, right? And
yeah.
I thought for sure there would be an attack with the guitar or something like that,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, no, nothing there.
He kept Elias babyface. So I mean,
Yeah, at
yeah,
least for
Elias
now.
babyface. Yeah. See, they got me twisted. I said Elias, but then I was going to say I meant Ezekiel, but his name is Elias. They got me come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
WWE, you got to stop. You got to stop.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So then I have here also another good move, discus clothesline attempt by Rollins, countered into a suplex by Riddle. I always find almost if not any kind of counter to be amazing. I mean, a simple move like a clothesline into a more impactful and powerful move like a suplex, especially from a guy like Riddle.
Yeah.
You see more the bigger guys do like let's say a power slam or a suplex, right? So for a guy like Riddle to do something like that was pretty amazing. And then I have here I wrote down, well, that's Elias's fault for getting involved. Riddle
They
gets pushed into Elias, Seth gets a stomp and retains the title.
they better not open the match. They better not open Raw with this match on Monday. I will be so pissed off
They
if
may
I
just do that because you know what? They've
no
been doing
no
that on Raw
no
lately.
not acceptable.
Well, I mean, look, I'll give you a little history lesson. Way back in '93, WrestleMania 9, the first match was an IC title match.
Yeah, well, you better not open the show with this match because I may miss it, and I'm not trying to miss this match.
Ah, uh-huh.
Oh
Well,
wait, no, I know what I could
I
do.
didn't.
I know what
You know what? I'm not sure.
I could record.
Is it a title match or not?
Yes,
It's
there was
not a title match.
yeah,
No,
Bianca versus Bailey for the belt.
I don't think so. No, they only advertised it as a singles match. They didn't say at all it was for the title. I remember.
Hang on a second.
It's not a title match.
Hang on a second. Don't get.
Oh no, it's not a title match. I
Is it tough?
remember. It's not.
Are we going to argue about this?
Yeah,
Are we really?
it's
I
not
like
a.
to argue. Don't get me twisted. Zach,
No, not at all. No, but it's. I know for sure it's definitely not a title match.
according to Zach, it's for the title.
No, look
Zach,
on WWE.com. You'll
yeah.
see.
Can you provide proof that it's for the championship? Because I looked on
Yeah,
WWE.com, I didn't see anything about this match being added at all.
it was advertised, but it wasn't advertised as a title match.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be for the championship. It
yeah, maybe.
makes sense to
Yeah,
have it for the belt. It doesn't make sense to have it without the belt on the line.
that's true. I mean, it has been already at least what 2 or 3 weeks since Extreme Rules. So I for one think Bailey deserves another shot at it. So if it is for the title, then great. But I honestly don't remember.
It would make sense that it's
Um,
the title because then Bliss and Asuka could come out and beat up on Damage.
yes, 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 yes. That's right. Oh, I miss Oscar. Oh, I want us to come back already.
I
Yeah.
miss Alexa. What do you mean, Asuka? Alexa Bliss, baby.
I
Huh?
love that's my Empress. I love my Empress. Come on.
Oh my
Woo!
gosh.
That's my
I mean,
girl. That's my girl.
hey,
Woo!
you can have Asuka, but Alexa's mine.
That's
Understand?
fine. That's fine. Little Miss Bliss, that's fine.
Actually, you know what? I got two arms. I got one arm for Alexa, one arm for
Hmm?
this.
There you go. There you go. That's fine.
Anyway, let's move on to
All right.
SmackDown here.
Let's
Uh,
go to SmackDown. Yeah.
let's
Let's go
go.
to the blue brand.
Solo Sikoa. And that's how you say
Hmm?
his name. Sikoa. I always said
Sokoa.
Koya.
Sequoia is a tree, I think. Kind of tree.
So
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa
Sokoa.
defeated Sheamus,
Hmm.
Sonya Deville versus the Morgan, ended in a double countout.
That's right.
Damage Control defeated Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi to retain the women's tag
Hmm.
titles.
That's
And
right.
Rey Mysterio beat Ludwig.
That's right. Yeah. So the first match here, Sheamus versus Solo. By the way, I'm wondering, CJ, how did you like when I was saying that when I was doing the shows by myself that I was saying I'm doing it the Sokoa way, the Solo.
Yeah,
Fine Solo. Did you like that?
that was funny.
But
That's clever. That's clever.
good, good. I'm glad you like that. Okay, so yeah, I wrote here predicted hard hitting match right away because they're
Big.
both powerful and they're both bigger guys and
But
powerful in their own ways.
I actually have Solo Sokoa on my WWE 2K22 game.
Excellent, good.
It's,
It must have been a download, right?
yeah, it's a community creation
Ah,
download. Yeah.
ah, excellent, excellent.
I also have
Uh, yeah.
I also have a whole bunch of Attitude guys. I got Val Venus. I got the Godfather. I got the Big
Oh,
Show. I got Hardcore Holly. I got H when he was still wearing tights. I got
mm-hmm,
um, Gold Dust. I got
mm,
Mark Henry.
mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of them. I can't even.
So Mark, you got Mark Henry. So you entered yourself into the Hall of Pain, eh?
Yeah, but this is pre Hall of Fame.
Ah,
This
gotcha.
is
Oh, yeah, 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 right.
this is
Mhm.
sexual chocolate.
Oh, God. Wow, gotcha. Okay, so the next point I notice here,
Hey! I know what everybody's
yeah,
thinking out there in the YouTube world. Pause. I ain't like that. It ain't like that.
uh-uh, no way. We're keeping on going here. We're rocking and rolling here.
I said I got Mark Henry's sexual chocolate. People are gonna now say in the comments, "Oh, you like them gay, huh?" Like it ain't like that. They're gonna make the gay jokes. It ain't even like that. Don't, don't, don't do that. I
Well,
like.
there was nothing worse than when well, we knew him as first Mabel, then King Mabel,
This,
then Viscera, and then Big Daddy V. I mean, oh God, that
no.
creeped the hell out of me.
Big Daddy V wasn't that wasn't what you're thinking. Viscera was still when he was doing the world's largest love machine. He was still Viscera. Big Daddy V was
Oh
that
right.
big monster dude that he had the double strap thing and then the tights, and you could still see his like titties.
Oh yeah, sheesh,
Yeah,
that was insane.
yeah.
That
He had
whole
like
actor there was too
no,
much.
no special effects on the face. He had like no eye contacts or anything. It was
uh,
all yeah.
Too much.
You were thinking
Anyway,
the world's largest love machine, and
yeah.
he whipped his opponent. Yeah,
Right. Okay. So let's see here. I wrote here impressive spinning heel kick by Sokoa, and I had brought this up before. When you see bigger guys doing like more of the high flying moves, that's always amazing. And a guy Sokoa's size to be able to do a high flying move like a spinning heel kick is was amazing. Fightful
Zach
said it
says,
was when I looked it up, but I could be wrong. Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Oh, I've heard of Fightful. That's like a wrestling news website.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
hmm Okay. So what else I got here? Yeah, Samoan drop delivered by Sokoa from the middle rope. A Samoan drop is usually done like from the center of the ring. So to be able to do it off the ropes, I found that
Hey,
to be
Jackson.
amazing. Yeah.
Hey, Jackson
According
that to
to
Bliss
title
at
match.
WrestleMania.
Oh, interesting. So sounds like it is a title match then.
There you go. So
Oh,
you
okay.
were wrong. You were
I'll
wrong.
keep my eyes on that. Yeah. Okay. And then what was that here? Oh yeah, not as much impact as Sheamus landed on his shoulder instead of the back. So yeah, Sheamus gave a white noise off the middle rope, and he oh yeah,
That
it says here. Oh yeah,
that
right. Yeah, Simone drops delivered by Sokoa from the middle rope, but not as much impact because Sheamus had landed on his injured shoulder, right? Sokoa was working on Sheamus's shoulder for most of the at least the beginning of the match, and then when he got to the Samoan drop, right? The Samoan drop, the opponent usually lands on the back, but Sokoa was trying to aim at the shoulder to give more pain to it. But despite that, there still wasn't as much impact as that move could have had if Sheamus were to land on his back. Um, then I have here scary moment. Usos turn over announce table on the Brawling Brutes, and who knows how much weight of the announce table actually fell
wait.
on them, right? You know, that was a pretty scary moment. And then swinging solo by Sokoa gives them the win. So you could thank the outside interference by the Usos or not, but nonetheless, it was an amazing match. And again, both Sheamus and Solo were showing their power displays very well. CJ, your thoughts?
I was just gonna say I find it really impressive whenever a big man can lift a big man at any way
That's
possible.
right. Yeah,
Zach
that's right.
says, in your opinion, can you win a casket match if you put your opponent through the lid of the casket into it?
Oh my
You got
God.
hey, you got the guy in the casket. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah.
Hey, for me, to win a casket match, all you should have to do, put the opponent in the casket, make sure he's flat on
Mhm.
his back.
Now
And
here's sort of a counter question to that, if I may. Would it seem strange, or would it
you may not.
even be possible? Would it even be possible to have a casket match without the Undertaker being involved?
Yes, it is.
Personally, oh yeah, personally, oh yes, there's no question about it. To answer my own question, you can't have a casket match without the Undertaker.
Yeah, you can.
There is no question. No, it
Yeah,
wouldn't look right. No, not even with Kane, if you ask me.
yeah. They
I
did
mean,
that on NXT Halloween Havoc with Apollo and
oh, is that right? Really?
yeah.
Oh wow,
And
that's
this was like
something.
the fourth match to. This is like the fourth time
Oh,
they've ever had a casket match without the Undertaker involved.
interesting.
So yeah,
Wow.
to answer
I
your
guess that's the old school in me, that right there. But nonetheless,
question, you're a mark. No, I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
my God. Okay, so on to the next match here with Liv Morgan against Sonya Deville.
Not much to say
Um,
about this one.
what's that?
Wasn't much to say about this.
Neither do I, but I have a couple of points. I caught when Michael Cole was saying when Sonya Deville was coming down to the ring, he was like, she's got the fire and desire. So that made me think, whether he said that on purpose or not, but it made
He
me
did
think of
because
her former
he
tag team, of
did
course.
because Tony Deville's been going to NXT and helping out Mandy Rose and her friends.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's why
that's
they've done
right.
the Fire and Desire thing. So yeah.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
was
So I like the reference there. It sort of stuck out to me. And I comment on these things sometimes, but of course only when they stick out. I did not like the way Liv Morgan looked. Like her ring attire, her makeup. She looked like a freaking clown, man. And my brother was watching this with me, and he's like, "Oh, she's trying to look like Harley Quinn."
she
And then I
might
thought,
be.
"Oh yeah, now I remember who Harley Quinn was, right?" So, but it looked really really creepy. And well,
You
for
know
the
who I'd
record,
love to see as Harley Quinn in a live
mm,
action type situation?
okay,
Kaylee Cuoco.
who? Sorry.
Do you know who Kaylee Cuoco is?
Yeah, sure, from Big Bang. Yeah,
Yeah, I would love to see her as
Penny.
Harley Quinn. As Harley,
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. What
she does
exactly?
the voice for Harley Quinn on that
Yeah.
kids show. So
Mm-hmm.
her up and let her be Harley Quinn.
Yeah. What is Zach saying here? Well, that didn't happen
Cruz won.
tonight. That's why
Cruz
I asked.
was
Ah.
oh, Cruz
Oh,
Cruz was
Apollo Cruz.
through the casket, but they didn't credit Waller the win. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of guys like Apollo Cruz, and I just want to slip this in here. I had said near the beginning that there was a lot of like top superstars this week moved down to NXT, including Kevin Owens,
Gal-
Shinsuke Nakamura, Rhea Ripley, and Theory, right? And
Gallows and Anderson.
for who else? Sorry.
Gallows and Anderson.
Oh, they were down there too. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were helping Cameron Grimes out with that tag match.
I see. Okay. So I mean, it surprised me a lot. Like all these top names were brought back down to the NXT ranks, and I mean, oh yeah, yeah, Cena. There's probably rumors going around he may come back
I
again.
would
He bounces back and forth too.
look at mention Joey Mercury tonight on commentary. Oh, wow.
Oh, neat. Oh,
Cool.
that's cool.
Right?
Oh yeah, I remember him. Sure, but I liked John Morrison, Johnny
Yeah.
Drip Drip.
Morrison
He was funny. He was
Morrison
funny too.
was the star of that team.
Yes, there's no question. Yeah, the his finishing move, the shooting was that the shooting
Star
star press? Thank you. I remember. That's good. Okay, so I also wrote for Morgan and Deville. I wrote here, no doubt, total character change for Morgan because like when she was the SmackDown Women's Champion, she was like the underdog, the favorite, and all that stuff. But
Girl,
ever since
she
she lost
You
the
know what she was? You know
yeah,
what she was? She was the plucky little girl who had her
that's
dreams come
right,
true.
that's right, yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah, the dream catcher, if you will, and then ever since losing the title to Ronda Rousey
Hang
and
on,
trying
man.
to,
Hang on, Louis.
yeah,
I love your nickname. She was the dream catcher. I love
dream
that.
catcher. Oh, thank you. I just thought of that now. Yeah, but that's what she was pretty much.
Yeah.
As at least as champion, and then
A lot of,
after
that's
after losing, yeah,
that's what a lot of these like babyface chicks are. The the dream chasers. I'm just so lucky to be in the WWE and
hmm
be here. I can't believe I got this opportunity. I worked my entire life to get here.
hmm
What happened in the days of hey? I'm here because I'm the best at what I do. I'm better than everybody in that locker room. And if you disagree, meet me out in the ring. I'll prove it. Instead
that's
of
like what
what
that's
happened.
like what Ronda Rousey said in an interview.
Good.
She's
Good.
not there to get approval. She's there to fight. You
Right.
know,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah,
Nakamura will
and
be making one or a few more appearances down in NXT. And they sort of use Tuesday as a way to go up to AEW. Yeah. Um,
oh, interesting.
That
Mm.
that that whole war thing, the NXT AEW war, it wasn't a war. It was imaginary. It was two wrestling shows going on at the same time. There was no war. There was
Yeah.
no war. It's just what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a rant here for a minute. You know what? That's the problem with wrestling fans. They want war. They want one company to win and they want one company to lose. They want one to stay in business, but they want one to stay out of business, whether it's WWE or whether it's AEW. They want
Yeah.
one or the other to stay. There's no room for both. That's what a lot of these wrestling fans think. And that's
Hmm.
the problem. And because they think that way, they think, oh, this show is going up against this show. Who's going to win? Who's going to win the ratings? Why do you
Hmm.
care about the ratings? Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
listen, let me calm down for a second. You're a fan, okay? Natasha, you're a fan, yes?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you give a rat's dick about the SmackDown ratings?
Honestly, not. No,
You care
honestly,
about the
not. I
Raw?
mean, for the record, I personally feel that Monday Night Raw always comes out on top more than SmackDown, like has more viewers because the Raw roster, in a lot of ways, I mean, I won't go into it, but in a lot of ways, is overall much better than the SmackDown roster.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
so you don't so you're not caring about the ratings for Raw or SmackDown or NXT or AEW?
No, no,
You know
not at
why?
all. No.
You know
I mean,
why?
I was the same way. I was the same way too back in the day. I mean, I wasn't watching as much during like the Monday Night Wars, right? But I was always and always will be loyal to WWE. I barely watched WCW.
Yeah,
Barely.
exactly. There was no war. They watched each other's shows during their shows. A former WWE
Mhm.
technical producer said they watched AEW in the truck in the, during NXT. Right. There's no war. There.
Mhm.
Guess what, folks? I'm gonna break the rule. I'm gonna break it down for you. WWE people have friends in AEW. AEW people have friends in WWE.
That's right.
Okay, friends in both companies, between both
Mhm.
companies. I guarantee you, Shinsuke Nakamura does not hate Kenny Omega. Neither does AJ Styles. Neither do the young. Neither, and the Young Bucks. They don't hate. They don't hate AJ Styles or Shinsuke. They don't hate the Good Brothers, right? I mean, look, there's no war, okay? And the fact that that the AEW roster is also kind of spreading that narrative. I'm
Mhm.
talking about like Jericho saying, "Oh
Mhm.
well, they say we didn't beat them, but we did." No, Jericho, you didn't beat them. There was nothing to
Yeah,
beat them at. What did you
that's
win?
right.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Now,
Mhm. Yeah.
with these ratings, what do these fans expect to win? What's the grand prize for you getting the higher ratings?
Nothing.
What's the
I
grand,
mean, more money, if anything. But
it doesn't even equate to money, though. I mean, it doesn't even really equate to money. Zach, you're in the comment section. What do you win if your ratings are higher than somebody else's? Please answer that question for me. Until you can answer that, Zach, we're going to continue on with this show. Next
yeah,
match.
yeah. Next match here is Damage Control against Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi. One of the first things I noticed here, I wrote down a wow moment, a reverse cannonball by Shotzi to Dakota Kai in the corner. So I'm not exactly sure what the move was, but it looked very much like the cannonball that Kevin Owens does in the corner, but in a backward sort of way, so in more a reverse sort of way. So that was an amazing move to me,
My man.
and
Oh,
yeah,
no. Oh.
pretty good. Yeah. So and then I got here excellent teamwork by Raquel and Shotzi. Shotzi off the top rope gives a missile drop kick off Raquel's shoulders to Dakota. So it looked like sort of I don't know if you all know of this move, like the Doomsday device. That's what the Road Warriors Legion of
Yeah.
Doom used to do, right? So they would have the opponent up on the shoulders, but to do an accurate missile drop kick. That was an amazing move.
Okay, Zach. So Zach answered
Yeah.
my question. Zach said
Hmm.
TV companies like you more because you're getting better numbers consistently than your
Hmm.
competitors. Okay, so let me
Yeah.
ask you this. If you're a fan, if you're a fan, Zach, like you and me and Nat, we're all wrestling fans. What do we gain from these shows getting better reviews than the other show? So, what do the fans get in return? Uh, hang on. What do the fans get in return if AEW does better than NXT in the ratings one week? What do the fans get, Zach?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know what, CJ, send Zach the link. Get him in here.
Zach, you
Why
want to
not?
join us, bro? Say yes or
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
yeah. I'm inviting. Hmm.
You know what? I'll
For
just
our
send him.
last little bit here. Yeah, come on in, Zach. I want to see you.
He's ugly. No, you don't.
Oh, come on. I'm even uglier, believe me.
No. He
Thanks,
may
bro.
look like Otis, but he looks like gold dust.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Shotzi may go back to NXT. I mean, if that's the case, her run on
Zach, I
SmackDown.
sent you a link, dude. Check your Facebook messages.
Who, me?
Not you,
Okay.
Zach.
Oh, Zach. Okay. Yeah. Come and join us there, Zach Attack. Mm-hmm. Just giving Zach a little shot here.
While we're going on, continue on to the next match.
Okay, sounds good. Sure. All right. Well, I have a couple more points here with Damage Control, Raquel, and Shotzi. I wrote here DDT off the top rope from Ego Sky to Rodriguez. Now, a power move like a DDT is impressive as it is, but to do it off the top rope and from Io Sky, like her size compared to Raquel was pretty. Oh, good. All right, come on down there, Zach. Zach Attack.
Did you hear?
Okay, so yeah, he said he might join in a second. Yeah,
Ooh, you got links, bro. So just click them whenever you're ready.
yeah. Come on down.
Let's go
Come
get
on
fun.
down. All right, great. I always say the more the merrier.
It feels like it's late. Okay, it's 9:00. It feels like it's late because it's 9:00.
I'm good here. I'm good here. I'm past 11. I'm like 20 after 11 here in the east side.
When's your bedtime, Matt, or do you have one?
Nah, please. I'm 37 years old. I'm in bedtime. I'm fine. You know what? The latest I've gone to bed these days is like 2 a.m.
What? Same here, actually. Do you live by
Yeah.
yourself?
No, I'm still with my parents.
Okay.
I'm still with my parents, yeah. But I only go into my work tomorrow for 12:30, so I'm fine. I'm good for the night. Yeah, I'm fine.
Where do you work?
I'm a cashier at a grocery store, like a big grocery store. So to compare to what you got down there, like I've been to the States a few times, and I've been to a store called Myers. Have you heard of Myers?
I've heard of Myers, yeah.
Myers. So where I work is very much like Myers. Like not only are we a grocery store, but we sell like electronics, clothing. We have a
So,
big clothing department.
you're
So
like a Walmart or a Target.
it's like a Walmart, yeah, very much like a Walmart. It's called a Superstore,
Right.
and it's very much like we can compare it to Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer's.
Oh, Bakery Music's in the chat. What's good, Shrug?
How you doing?
Bakery Music here, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Myers stores.
Hey,
A lot of
yo.
times when I've been down to the States, I've loved going to the Myers stores. You can spend a whole day in there. It's amazing. So that's very much like where I work. We sell very much everything. What's good, y'all? Hey, CJ, send Bakery the link.
Want to come through for a minute? I don't
Yeah.
know if he's available or not, but if Shrug
Let's
says
see.
yeah, I'll send him the link.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Yeah.
You've already met Frank, Shrug. You might as well meet Nat too.
Sure. That's right. Come on down.
Here, I'll send him the link, and then if he wants to join in, he can.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my
Shrug
next point.
Love Shrug.
My next.
Shrug is the go.
I can't right now. I just got home off the bus, but I'm down to listen. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah,
but thank you for coming in on the comments there.
Yeah, man.
It's always great. Still waiting on Zach there.
You go. Hey, Shrug.
You are the GOAT. He's right about that.
No,
He's right about that. You are the GOAT.
Yeah, we've had quite a few people come through tonight.
I know. I love it. That's great. And And again, we say to all of you,
You think?
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you all. So
Look, I know you don't know who Shrug is. Check
uh-huh.
Messenger. I got nothing. Go to your Discord message, bro. I sent it to you on Discord too.
Mhm.
Uh,
I basically, you know what I did? I copied and pasted the link from Discord
yeah.
and then put it
Uh,
on Messenger. So that's how I
this
got in.
I sent it to you on Facebook and I sent to you on Messenger. Um, it's
Mhm.
what color did it? Okay, so this why did it not? Your message cannot be delivered. It's because we're friends though.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm human. What the hell is that kind of a question? And
He's human, but he's a goat.
oh,
There you
that's
go.
thank you very
Yeah.
much. That's nice.
You're welcome.
Try to be a
You're
goat.
welcome, bro. Yeah, you
Try
are
to
a
be a
goat.
goat, but I don't go bad, bad, bad.
But I'm the boat.
Okay, there you go.
Like my hero Natty says, I'm the boat.
There you go.
Right?
Discord, Jack. Discord. It just said Discord.
Come on in, Zach.
Man.
Okay, so my next point for the damage control match was I wrote here. Of course, a distraction by Bailey gives damage control the win. Also, thanks to I love the moonsault by
Eo.
Io Sky. That's definitely become. It seems to have become her finishing move, or if it wasn't already. That's a, the moonsault is gotta be one of my favorite moves to watch, like
Oh
by
man.
anybody. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
You know why I didn't send to him on Facebook Messenger?
Okay.
I sent it to him on the account that can't message people.
Ah, yeah, that was my next question. Like, so just to make sure, you're under CJ
Zach,
Siebel and
check
not
your
Christian
Discord, bro.
Siebel, right?
Check
You're
Zach here. Check the Discord, dude.
yeah. So for Messenger, you're now CJ Siebel and not Christian Siebel, right?
Cybel, yeah.
Siebel, pardon me,
Cybel,
pardon
yeah.
me, my bad,
Don't you make
my
this?
bad,
Don't you make? Don't you say Cybel again?
my bad.
Yeah.
Siebel, okay,
What do you
Siebel,
do? No, I'm just kidding.
my bad, my
I'm
bad.
kidding, Matt. I'm sorry. That was a little.
That's all right.
I
You
was.
know what? For the next oh, here he comes.
Oh wait, hey
Here he
Zach.
comes, I think. Here he comes.
There he is. What's up, Zach?
What's up? Uh,
Hey, how you doing?
good, good, good.
How
We
you
got my
doing?
boy
Good to
Zach
meet you
in the
there, Zach.
building.
What's up?
You too. What's up?
How you doing?
Zach, this is Nat. Nat, this is Zach.
How you
Hey,
What's
doing?
up?
How you doing? Too sweet. Huh?
let me get
Too sweet, bro. Too
yeah,
sweet,
make
bro. Yeah,
Jack.
sweet. Yeah. What's
I was
up? What's up?
I was just about to say, if you two don't know who Bakery Music is, he says, "How about them Cowboys?"
Cowboys. You talk about Dallas teams. You talk about Dallas teams. I think my Habs tonight were facing the Dallas Stars, but unfortunately, I think we lost. Oh
I
well.
don't think he follows baseball, but Bakery Music, aka Shrug, he is also a rapper, and he's a very good rapper.
Mhm.
Suggest you look him up on YouTube. He's fantastic. We've done reactions to him on this channel with him actually reacting as well. I did not get that damn fly. Shit. Um,
Uh-oh. Whoops. So
I'm
Zach,
sorry.
how are you liking the show so far?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah? You like my details and stuff, eh?
Yeah,
Hey, is that
you
a
doing
belt you
good?
got there? Is that a
Yeah.
belt you got there? I see straps. Oh, look at that.
NXT.
Oh, he's Broad Breaker. I love it.
Okay.
Oh,
I see.
excellent. I
Shrug says,
love it.
"Give me a modest."
Oh man. Mm, excellent.
Let's talk
That's
about the
great.
main event. Are we at the main event yet?
Finished already. What do you want
Hang on
me
a
to
sec.
do?
What?
It's finished. How do I close?
I'll close it. I got it. I got
It's
it.
enough already. No,
Okay, I
over
got it.
2 hours.
I got it. Okay, I got it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, main event time. So that was Mysterio against
Sam.
Ludwig. Yeah. So I wrote here first awesome uppercut by Kaiser off a missed baseball slide by Mysterio. So yeah, Mysterio always tends to hit this baseball slide from inside, like under the bottom rope, right? But the counter into a uppercut was well timed out. And then I have here Ray pulling off a little lying, cheating, and stealing by yeah, that was funny. By
Eddie there.
throwing the
It's
chair
really comfy as
to
hell.
Gunther, right? And
This chair is
to
comfy, bro. Looking like nap time.
mhm,
Dude, Shrug,
yeah,
check this out. This chair has a recliner, right? And so I could do this. And it has a
mhm,
cup holder too, so I could put my soda in here.
yeah.
I can do it all on this chair. I've fallen asleep on this chair before, so
Yeah, I've
bet.
just gotten warm in this chair. Yeah. So it was pretty funny to see Ray pulling off the Eddie Guerrero thing. He basically threw a chair into Gunther's hands and then fell down right in
yeah.
front of the announce table, right? So making it look like he was hit by a chair, and then the rest of Imperium gets thrown out. So finally made it an even match, right? So that was funny, and then
Take his name.
oh, all right, I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished.
No, she's not.
Just record this movie.
Well, I thought I was, but we went on longer. What can I do?
Well, it's not for you. Okay.
Okay, I'll turn I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so what have I got here? Yeah, so basically after all that, Mysterio ends up hitting the 619 to get the victory. So of course that all leads up to the eventual. It's going to happen in 2 weeks. That Mysterio will get his IC title shot against Gunther.
Yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
go.
Which I don't see Mysterio winning, to be honest.
That would be nice, but I mean,
I think Dominic's
it's not as often that you see a title change on, let's say, Raw or SmackDown. So, um, if if um, if let's say Gunther gets the victory by not just like a pin or submission, but any other way, then Ray would automatically get um, an eventual title shot. So they would save that for not so sure about Survivor Series, but maybe somewhere in between Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble, maybe. You know,
Yeah. You gotta go
yeah.
now.
I think so. Unfortunately, yeah. Looks like I do. I didn't expect to be on here this long, so yeah. So okay. I'll just throw a couple of plugs in. So myself and our fellow Retro Bros podcaster Frank will be live on here in a couple of weeks. We'll do a review of Survivor Series 1992. And then, of course, we'll be back next weekend for our next Retro RawDown episode 11. And yeah, so just to make sure, like, since I'm leaving, like, could you end the broadcast or could I or what?
Yeah, I can end it. I got it.
You'll end it. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, I do have to go, but
Frank,
All right, see
yeah,
ya.
I'll watch for the link, and yeah, it was good to meet you there, Zach, and CJ.
You
I'll
too.
catch you around. All right, sorry for the interruptions, but
You're fine.
yeah, okay. But take
We got-
care, and we'll see you all around. Peace.
See you now. And then there were two of us, man.
I know. It's okay.
What's up, buddy? Yeah, so
What's up?
for those of you who don't know, he and I did a podcast on the we did our own podcast, and it was basically the same thing as what I do with the Retro Bros podcast. We review shows and stuff like that. And we also review like the wrestling news of the week or the day or whatever. And I kind of dumped him stupidly, and I was wrong for that because the guy I dumped him for, pause, not gay, He wound up back on me. So I'm glad that there's no hard feelings between us, but
No.
I was wrong for that, and I do apologize. But you're a good person, and
Yeah.
yeah, and so Shrug. I don't know if you know who Shrug is of Bakery Music. I've done Zach. I have interviews that I've done on my YouTube channel, on this channel, with
Hmm.
Bakery Music, and Shrug is just fantastic. He's a really good human being, hilarious. I love it when he goes out in public and just he'll walk by a stranger and be like, "What the fuck." He does. I mean, like I remember one time Shrug was going to the Goodwill store, and he would pass somebody, and every now and again he would just go, like just make like the weirdest noises. You got me cheese. Bakery, Shrug, come on, man. You know you're goated, bro. You know I got mad love for you, man. You've done a lot for my YouTube channel, and I want to say thank you because, uh, I don't know where I'd be without Bakery Music on my channel, man. Just hear me. I've done several reactions to your music. I have several interviews with you. I mean, you're goated. On this channel, you are absolutely goated, Shrug. I want to call you Bakery Music all the time. It's Shrug. You gotta change your YouTube name, bro. I like
Gotta change it to shrug music or something.
yeah, I like to make moaning sounds in people's ears and shit. next time you do that, Shrug, you should go, Daddy. Hey, there's a wrestling team called because it's my label. When I get big, I'm gonna sign rappers. Okay, cool. You're gonna sign into the bakery, huh? You're gonna make them bakers.
Be careful with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because these artists nowadays, they'll stab you in the back quick.
yeah, true. But sure, you should. There's a wrestling tag team called the Acclaimed in AEW. They're the tag team champions, and their catchphrase is, and I'm not lying, "Scissor me, daddy ass." Yeah, you heard that correctly. I know, been there,
And
done.
now you're demonetized.
It's okay. Crop layout, press shit. I don't want to. Everybody fake facts. Everybody, yeah. It's like that song, "My Puddle of Mud." It's not control. It's blurry. The line is, "Everyone is blurry. There's no one left that's real."
I'm back. Guess who's back? You know what? I am so sorry about those interruptions. I feel terrible. It's like I messed
You're
up
fine.
the whole podcast.
No,
I
you're
feel
good.
terrible.
Anyways, yeah,
As long as my mom wasn't on camera. Oh my god.
yeah, we got a couple of copyrights on our videos too. Shrug. It's funny.
Speaking of, sorry to interrupt, but speaking of like copyrights and stuff like that, I hope I won't get snubbed for quoting the Eminem thing at the beginning, right? Because it did like, guess who's back? I hope
See,
what?
No, I doubt it.
Here, they just here. Am I a fan of the Bella Twins? You know what? Yeah, I guess I could say I am a fan of the Bella Twins. I do like Bella. Oh, Faith is Shrug's girlfriend, by the way. So Bakery Music.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, Faith. I guess so. I guess I do like the Bella Twins. I've never understood all the hate that they got. I always thought they were solid in the ring. Fans would be like, they're just there because they look pretty. Okay, well, what's wrong with looking pretty? What's wrong with?
I mean, I think a lot of people were just upset by how a lot of them got hired. Because have you heard the story of how Laurinaitis found the twins, and then a lot of them?
Wasn't it like Johnny Ace saw them in a magazine? He was like, "We got to hire them."
Yeah, lingerie catalogs.
Yeah, lingerie catalogs.
That's where he would hire. Where he would hire a lot of the divas back in the day.
Now here's a question: which of the two Bellas do you guys feel was the better fighter? Personally, I feel it was Brie.
Yeah, I'd say Brie was better.
Brie.
Yeah, Brie. It's sort of like after Brie got with Brian, she seemed to be better off in the ring.
Yeah.
It's like Brian.
Bree had more skill.
Yes, it's like
had more skill.
Brian taught her more after they were together.
People hate Nikki because she had a relationship with John and it ended badly. Yeah, I mean,
I guess so, considering he did propose to her right in the middle of WrestleMania. And then what was it, like a year or two later, they were gone?
How realistic do you think that proposal really was, in all honesty? I mean, you're proposing on pay-per-view in front of 1 billion people. I don't buy that at all. But
I mean, that's like guys proposing to their girlfriends like in the middle of packed sporting events.
Yeah. What kind of relationship?
You know what's going on. Come on now. Hey,
oh my God.
Shrug. Check this out. You can't see me.
Shrug, you're gonna have to get behind Christian with that one. Christian's in the front of the line for John.
Balls deep. Hey, come on, man. Come on. Balls deep in Cena, huh? LMAO. He got the wristband. I'll get my Shrug says, I'll get behind him, all right.
I don't think his girlfriend would be too happy about that.
I mean, buy me dinner first. I'm face it.
Yeah, with his kind of money, yeah. But
Hey.
you know what? Wait, let me ask you both this then, okay? And I'm gonna answer my own question too. Speaking of buying dinner, okay? If you can spend the day with any current WWE superstar or even past WWE superstar, and they would buy you dinner, they would take you places in a limo and stuff like that, who would it be and why? Any of you can go first.
Who's your answer to that, bro? Answer that in the comment section. Shrug, Faith, any WWE superstar that you know. I know you guys don't watch wrestling, but the name that you know, just say it. Or celebrity name. We'll go with celebrity. For Shrug for me, I gotta go with probably Triple H.
Interesting.
I
Nice.
like
I want to say Austin. Austin.
Okay,
Austin.
So
Interesting.
What's Randy Orton? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Hey, so you just go around, just going around goodwill with Randy Orton, just RKOing people out of nowhere.
Well, to answer my own question, then, in terms of current superstars, I'd probably want to spend a day and a dinner out with the ones, right?
With the Usos?
With Roman Reigns.
Oh.
With Roman Reigns. But in terms of like past superstars, or in my case, Hall of Famers, I've met him twice before, so I'm not going to say Bret Hart. I'm going to say Shawn Michaels. I would have a lot to talk to him about. There's no question. So definitely the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, easily. Oh yeah, easily.
Zach, who would you spend the day with?
I said Austin.
Oh, Austin. Okay,
that's right.
You're all day with Stone Cold. Yeah, there you go.
In terms of celebrities, even though I've actually already met him at a fan expo, it's like fan expo is like a Toronto's version of a Comic-Con, even though Toronto has a Comic-Con. But I'd want to meet him again, John Travolta.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'd want to actually talk to him rather than just stand by his side and take a photo, you know. So
yeah, I gotta
definitely
think
him.
Celebrity for me. Zach, answer this question while I think. Shrug, what celebrity would you guys want to spend a day with? Maple syrup,
Oh, very funny. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm up here in the north. That's right.
Yeah, she's
north of the border.
She's from Canada.
Right. That's right. From the T-Dot.
Canada,
Canada, That's right.
You know what? I'm going to say this: Jim Carrey.
Excellent.
I like Jim Carrey.
Excellent.
He's funny.
I love The Mask.
Very
I
smart.
love Ace Ventura, the second one. The
Yeah.
second Ace Ventura was much funnier than the first one.
Hobson. I could see that, Shrek, because you've said in the past on your channel that you're a huge Hobson fan. Hobson seems like a pretty cool dude. Is he back in the States yet? Because I know last time he did a song, he said they said that he was in Asia or something like that. When he did that song Kumbaya, he was in like Asia, I think it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Lord, I might say things are too
Yeah,
much.
in the mountains or something. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I would go. See, you mentioned movies like The Mask and Ace Ventura, the second one, and those are classics. I like him on In Living Color.
I remember that. Yes, I grew up with that.
He was,
and I remember Damon
Color.
Wayans was on that too. Both Wayans brothers were on that
all
too.
the Wayans brothers were.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
and the best part about that situation, Jim Carrey said he loved his time on that show, and he would, if they were to reboot it, he would love to be a guest on it. So, but there's no ill will between them. I mean, that's always cool to hear. I like The Mask. That's a classic.
Liar, liar.
Liar,
Liar.
Liar was good.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if there was another. Oh, come on! How can we not answer this point? How can we not mention this? Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movie of my favorite Disney movie is Toy Story. I mean, no,
Little Mermaid.
No.
Little
For
Mermaid.
me, Disney movie. My favorite Disney movie is Oliver and Company. I love that movie. That's like the very first Disney movie I remember ever watching. But one of my favorite movies of all time is Dumb and Dumber. I love those comedy movies that you can quote. Like you could quote Dumb and Dumber. You could quote Mean Girls. I love Mean Girls. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
No, but when it comes to like Jim Carrey for sure, definitely the Mask is my top favorite of his, and then the second Ace Ventura and Liar Liar.
Are you wearing pink now? Are you wearing pink?
No, this is red.
You can't sit with us.
What do you mean?
You can't sit with us.
Why not?
You're not wearing pink. You need to wear pink. We wear pink on Saturdays.
Pink on Saturdays? Why is that?
It's a Mean Girls reference. But
pardon me.
Yeah.
Okay, we could call it pink.
I want my big shirt back. I want my big shirt back.
If you say so. Actually, you know what? Mean Girls is actually it's going to be shown as a play here in Toronto. Yeah.
I gotta peace out, boys. I love y'all. I'm gonna jerk it to y'all later. Wait, pause. Later, Shruggy.
Thanks again, Bakery.
Have a good night, Shruggy.
Yeah, take care.
He lives in Amsterdam now, moving to Barcelona. Dude's all over the place.
Wow.
He was talking about Hobson.
I mean, you got money like that, then why not?
Huh?
When you got money like that, why not?
Facts, man. Facts.
Ooh, hey Zach, I like the Lex Luger photo you got in the back there. That's cool.
Thanks.
By the way,
got a whole bunch of
cool.
Quick, I want to show you.
Yeah, I like that.
You see that? You see that empty space right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's where my dresser used to be. I got rid of my dresser because my bed has drawers in the bed, so I stuck my socks and stuff in one drawer and my shorts in the other. So what I'm gonna do with that area over there is we're getting ready to paint my room, and so we're gonna take everything out of my room while we're painting it, and then when we move it back, we're gonna move my bed about 6 inches this way, and then we're gonna put my night table. My nightstand table, we're going to put it over on this side, and we're going to put my chair over there. I'm going to have several shelves in that area. I'm going to put all of my like wrestling memorabilia stuff over there, like on some shelves. And so that's what we're going to do. So that area right now is not going to be empty for too long. And then you guys ought to see the guest bedroom that we set up last week. It was it's like a guest bedroom now for my nephews, and so it's like Marvel and DC, all that good stuff.
They must love that, eh?
Yeah, and they have their toys in there, and they have a TV in there. Yeah, that room is goated.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Did
Well,
you see I changed my name there, CJ? Remember I was talking about the boat
Best
before?
of all time?
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
damn right I'm the best of all time. Hell yes. Just like my hero Natty. Yeah.
I think it's time to call it a night. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm getting pretty drowsy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody in the comment section who came through.
Yes.
My mom, Zach. Thank you guys. Shout out to Jimmy Visser, or did I say Visser? Is that the right one? Let me make sure I didn't screw up. Shout out to Rebecca. Shout out to Jeremy Visser. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to my mom. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to Shrug and Faith. Go follow Bakery Music on YouTube. Makes great content all the time. He goes live every day, even though he doesn't go live every day. He says he goes live every day. Till next week, man.
Guys, and make sure to join the Discord, guys.
Yeah, join
Retro Bros.
I'm in.
the link to the
I'm in.
Discord in the chat.
Yes, I dropped some CM Punk news in there too.
Oh boy. Well.
Yeah, there was WWE is interested in Punk,
Okay. Wow.
but only on a part-time basis.
Post this.
It was earlier today. I put it in both WWE and AEW chat.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Excellent.
I got you. Sweet. So yeah. So here's the link to the Discord. So everybody join the Discord. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
DJ, she's Nat. We thank you guys so much for all of your support. Tell your
Thank you.
favorite YouTube channel. Pepsi sponsor your favorite YouTube channel as well.
You don't have the context of people about that.
Hey, Zach, do you want to become like a regular co-host with us?
Maybe it's
you're
just
more than
it's just
welcome.
according to my time and my schedule.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Well, we'll keep in touch for sure.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know, and I'll let you know if I'm available.
Okay.
Sure.
Till next
All right.
time. I'm out.
Till next time, see you guys.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yes.
Peace out.